Hi, this is Shiva Rajaya from vitalcoaching.com, and the topic for this video is be comfortable with imperfection. You and I, you know what? We are humans. And as humans, we sometimes make mistakes. Sometimes we do something that is not to the maximum, to the highest standard, but guess what? It's still okay. When you are aiming for perfection all the time, it really creates some form of rigidity in your mind. You know, it can happen with things that have to do with nutrition, for instance. You know, you can become really fanatical, totally obsessed with what you are eating all the time. And when you are aiming to be really in this space where you have a total sense of perfection about what you are eating, what you're putting in your body, then it rigidifies your mind and actually puts lots of stress and lots of pressure on yourself. So the ideal is really to relax, you know, really relax. You know, suppose that you are like, oh, I cannot eat this tomato because it's not organic, right? What's gonna happen if you just have a tomato which is not organic? You know, a little bit of toxins are coming in your body, okay? Well, it's not going to kill you, it's not going to create a sickness inside of you, you know, it's not suddenly going to create a cancer just because of a little bit of toxin. You have to realize that. Sometimes we are trapped into this way of thinking that, oh my God, you know, it rigidifies our minds. And it happens also, for instance, with relationships, right? Imagine that you're a woman, you have a boyfriend or a partner or a husband who is not behaving exactly the way you expect, or, you know, doing some things, or always saying the wrong thing when he's in a social situation, or making you uncomfortable with something, or, you know, you don't like his shirt, or, you know, so what? What's the problem? This is a human being. You can tolerate, you can accept, you can relax, you know, really relax your mind. In things that have to do, like, for instance, with discipline, training, with work, with writing something, a thesis, or you know, some document for your business, in terms of your products that you create. I'm going to tell you something that might surprise you, but very often it takes me half a day to write a book. You know, I wake up in the morning, I have an idea, and by noon I have 60 pages written. I just read it quickly, there is very little editing, you know, and I put it online, and by the end of the day it's on sale. It took me 24 hours, not even 12 hours to actually, from create to the end. And guess what? It works. I have to deliver some information, and I do that in a way which I feel is the most possible, the most effective. You know, if I go into a project and I go like, oh my God, you know, I have to really do all the research and check everything, and it's going to take me 6 months. I don't have the time. Do you realize how people start, you know, when, for instance, when they decide to write a book? Very often you will be like, oh yeah, I have to start gathering the ideas and everything, and this process already takes 3 months, and then you start writing it, and then you give it to your friends or somebody for editing, and then you put it out there. Guess what? You're going to maybe sell a few copies, and that's it, you know. And the thing is that if you don't aim for perfect, but you just aim for good, you know, for delivering something or creating something which is actually connected with the flow, you know, there is very often higher energy. There is lots of energy, and you can align tons of actions, you know, go way faster. If you aim for good, very often it takes you half a day, a couple of hours to complete a project. If you aim for perfect, it's going to take you 2 weeks. And sometimes, yeah, perfect is needed. You know, if you are creating a software, or you're creating a product which depends on technology, or something that has to do with very specific aspects of your life or our environment, it needs to have a certain degree of perfection. You know, yes, but aiming for perfect all the time is something that rigidifies your mind and really stresses you. Really. You know, another example, look at this video, right? If I put it raw online, I'm going to record it. It takes me 5 minutes to record. I put it online, another half an hour, and that's it. I'm done with it. You know, if I want to edit this thing, add some music, cut some parts where I'm you know, then what? It's going to take me 4 hours of work. So does it matter? And the answer, it doesn't really matter. For instance, this exact example, you know, of recording videos, Some years ago I did a test. I took a video which was raw, and then I did an edited version where I spent 4 hours editing and stream flowing and cutting the parts that were not really flowing well. And I asked people, I say, which version do you prefer? And 80% of people liked the raw version more. You want the information, right? You don't care so much about the perfection of how it's delivered. What is important is the information that you get from those videos, for instance, in that case. So it's important to keep that in mind. Good is very often everything that is needed. Good is 80%, okay? Perfect is 100%. 100% perfection. And you will notice that the moment you start relaxing and simply go with the flow and enjoy it, you get more done. It's more exciting. It can be more fun. And if you want to aim for perfect, that's possible as well. But check it really. Is it making you happier? Do you get more money out of it? Is it having a positive impact in your life? Or is it creating a prison or locking you into a mindset which is actually limiting for you? Think about it, okay? Wonderful day. It's 6 o'clock in the morning right now. Sun is rising. I'm ready for a fantastic day. I hope your life is filled with bliss, power, beauty. I send you some very cool vibrations from here, from Switzerland, and talk to you soon again.